Ahoy, landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. And everything is bad, which isn't news. I'm just clarifying the condition of things. Which isn't necessarily condition critical, but it's not condition good. It's not condition having a lot of bezels right now. It is Friday, March the 5th, 2021. Yeah, it's March again. One of my coworkers shared like a BuzzFeed compilation of reaction tweets to just the fact that it's March, and I'm like, the fact that someone felt the need to put this together tells me all I really need to know about how the world is doing right now. Um, so, being that it is March, that means that we have completed Strong Month, the I don't know, spontaneous continuation of Strong Week this year. And I don't know. I've enjoyed playing through Resonance of Fate for the first time in a while. I mean, it's been something like 2 years since we like put a hiatus on doing nothing but HD Resonance of Fate on the channel, on the Renegade Constabulary channel, I think, something like that. Um, and since that time, I haven't really played much, if any. What did we do for Strong Week last year? We record some of it. I honestly can't remember. Jeepers, what a year it's been. Is the conclusion of that discussion. So last time we started chapter 10, which is the seminary, the crank seminary. What's the name of it? The seminary. And so like that's when Zephyr's sulking in his room, and Vacheron and Leanne go to pay their respects to Zephyr's terrible crimes of the past, and Leanne struggles to cope with it. And then all of a sudden, we're a team of 3 characters ready to run and jump and do triangles. I mean, I don't. It may have just. I honestly can't remember. I honestly can't remember what we did last year. It's likely that Continuum was a part of it if we did something, but I don't remember what we did. I just don't. I feel like I haven't played Resonance of Fate since we like stopped playing it continuously, which I feel like was longer ago than Strong Week of last year. Anyway, I think the agenda for tonight is to. I think we're gonna like finish off chapter 10, and then like either do like the arena or like do some hexing or spend some time on gun customization, assuming we have like relevant new options, depending a little bit on what people are like interested in. Gauge from there. But to begin with, we should like load the game. So we just like jammed straight into the story mission last time for reasons that if we didn't do that, we'd have only 2 characters to do like all the other missions. That sounds really unpleasant. Move some windows around obsessively on my computer. You know what? I feel like we really got to kick this stream off right and go see Barbarella. Everyone's favorite Cardinal who isn't Pater. We specifically had a conversation about this. I think some people chose Barbarella as second favorite. I don't know that it was an overwhelming majority. Speaking of characters chosen by majority, hang on. Where's Zephyr now? We put out a poll at the end of last week that I forgot. Yeah, Grigliano is a good choice. Oh yeah, there's also those. Like, I could go see those. But let's go see Barbarella. So you all give some thought to, like, what sort of maintenance activity seems most interesting to you for later in the stream. I don't know how long I expect the remainder of Chapter 10 to last. We have, like, most of the missions, but I don't think it's a large number of missions. Barella's on 2? Who's on first? Barbarella. I mean, was it last week or the... Well, it could have been Friday or Saturday of last week. But we, like, ran into, like, a random mission that, like, required you to meet someone during the day. And I was like, man, it's been so long since that's mattered, it didn't even occur to me to, like, check that. I mean, it's a really long clip of that, too. You gotta be like that, Barbarella? There's been a cold bug going around in Chandelier. I'm running out of the medicine I had prepared before. Will you darlings go to Silver Canyon and return with a medicine chest? This lady knows a thing or two about chests, doesn't she? I'm gonna leave now. John Paulet is an interesting mention, Neko. Does he get another cutscene after the one we've seen? I feel like you don't do much with Jean Paulin. Three. Use Brink with down. Is that noise due to her cold or eating steak again? Volcano Los Dos. I mean, knowing Barbarella and her lack of, like, sensible boundaries, it could really be like anything.
I hope you put up a better fight than the last punch.
Yeah, that's right. I put machine gun in, like, first action spot. It doesn't work very well in this spot, huh? No, also, even though the leader was in a straight line, it, like, wasn't that one. Well, whatever. I don't have to pay attention. Look, this random encounter. I'm gonna kill it, don't worry. This is what today is gonna be like, by the way. I've got, like, nothing left. I had, like, someone call me, like, 10 minutes before the end of my workday with, like, the easiest possible problem to solve. And it just felt like a tremendous imposition on my life. I was, like, really upset. I just had a really, like, frustrating encounter today where... like, I have a number of radio stations that I contact for my work who have had, like, you know, direct consequences from COVID, like staff members being affected by it. A few of them have even had people, like, pass away from complications due to the ongoing pandemic. One of them is a station I haven't had to contact since, like, basically the start of this year. I had to, like, contact them for something today, and I was like, hey, just, like, I don't know if you have, like, chosen a new person to be contact for this thing? Just let me know. Like, someone emails me back very, like, promptly and is like, email this new person. Like, they're responsible for it. And I'm like, great, thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna contact that person. And then, like, person B is like, I don't know what that is, I've never done it before, I'm not doing it. And then he, like, directs me to, like, talk to, like, the station's owner, which is something I, like, don't normally do, because, like, I am discouraged from doing so without cause. So I do this. I, like, email the initial person and the person who denied responsibility and their mutual boss. And I'm like, hey, Guy A says Guy B does it. Guy B says not it, which feels like a weird approach professionally. I just need one of y'all to tell me, like, who does this, and then I will work with them to make sure it gets done. And then the boss is like, yeah, person B does it. And then person B is like, well, I still don't know what I'm doing, so I can't do it. And I'm like, that's fine. I wrote him, like, this extremely passive-aggressive, like, detailed email. Telling him, like, every step of what he would need to do, and every consideration he would need to make and how to do it. I didn't hear back from him, but that was toward the end of the day, and how is it possible that that enemy's, like, armor exploded? But the point of this story is mostly me venting. But also just, like, I don't know what the deal with Guy B is, that his approach was to be just, like, so aggressively non-compliant with his own job. Like, I don't know who that's supposed to help. Sent your friend to the Shadow Realm. What game were you playing at the time, Arcadius? Snow Gremlin is one of the rare exceptions to the general rule, being that Snow Gremlin is not better than No Gremlin. I almost did that hero action without, like, literally equipping a grenade, which I'm pretty sure is just like me jumping and looking ridiculous. Is there more than one leader? There sure is. Well, that'll be interesting. This'll be fun. I'll break his gauge, maybe. I mean, the thing that really bothers me about that story is just, like, I just can't imagine a situation where, like, I'm asked to do, like, a basic part of my job, and, like, rather than, like, making any effort at all to do it, or, like, learn the information I need to, like, solve that specific task, I just say, like, nah, tell my boss to do it instead. Be like, why did we hire you? It doesn't seem like you're helping these people who need some help. It seems like you're being rude and childish and bad. Okay, do you keep up with Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you have, like, a deck and paper? Or do you guys play on, like, one of the many video game variants that are much more affordable? Let's do... Sure. Maybe like this. I think this gives me a better triangle. Aw, so close to being relevant. Play on, like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's gonna be like, I feel like I would be surprised to learn that only because, like, I feel like it takes enough dedication that, like, you heard something at some point that you, like, keep up with that. Yeah, got it. I actually think that'd work out. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done it. I think the last time I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I did it on stream and no one was interested in it. But, like, yeah, I used to keep up with, like, some of the video game releases of Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, back in the day, like, when the game first came out and for a few years afterwards, it's, like, really heavily invested in it. I do like the game. It's gotten, like, kind of esoteric at this point, to be honest. And I don't even, like, fully understand some of the more recent mechanics, I think would be fair to say. What's the last one I heard about was, like, link summoning? Where, like, they have arrows that, like, point to specific spots on the field. It's very strange to me. But yeah. I find that if you're interested in the game, buying the console digital versions, whatever, are a good alternative to, like, actually spending a ton of money, which is basically your sole other option. You there yet? Should be. Yeah, let's do it like this. kind of expecting the auto target to. Oh, somehow I killed both of the fully scratched enemies without shooting one of them? Okay. Accept that as fact. Jane says he misses the Pokemon TCG. All the attempts to get deep into it fail. I don't know. I mean, there's part of me that, like, definitely loves the Pokemon TCG and the aesthetic, because they do really cool stuff with their cards. And obviously there's like a big nostalgia factor, because I was like big into it when like that game first came out. I was big into a lot of card games when they were first out, and then they just like continued to develop and like didn't, in my opinion, necessarily like build on what they had, really scratching the snow ground. But like one of the problems I have with Pokemon is just like the continued use of coin flip as core mechanic. And like back in the day, there were a few like serious Pokemon tournaments that I attempted to play. I think I did like a regionals or something close to that. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I lose like every coin flip. Like usually I use that as like a metaphor. Like variance just like doesn't favor me in like an almost comical fashion. But like when it comes to the Pokemon card game, I mean it very literally. Like I lose a high percentage of coin flips. And so like when I used to be playing like casually, I enjoyed Pokemon a lot. When I like tried to take Pokemon more seriously, it was very frustrating experience. But do you also see you're still working, Cotillion? That's messed up. Why is this like a common theme this week? Apparently I got off easy, because like I'm miserable, but like everyone's somehow worse off than I am, which sucks. Because, like, I'm not in a great place. Certainly not in a great mood. Don't rob from the weak. At least it's not electro grenades. Still have nightmares about the electro grenades. I actually have been having a lot of nightmares this week. Which is, you know, weird because I'd actually managed to go, like, a pretty long time. Oh my god. Auto target? Thank you. Forward. I'd actually managed to go, like, something like 8 weeks without, like, considerable nightmares, which was, like, cool. I was into that. And yet, we're right back here again. Let's start with Vacheron, because he can kill these two guys quickly, and then we'll finish off the rest. Well, that's an interesting perspective. Okada says he's not a fan of Link or XZ's summoning. I think that's the canonical pronunciation. I kind of like XC's summoning. I don't like all the things they did with it, but I think the general idea of it is cool. What I understand of Link summoning is just, like, too esoteric. Like, it's just... It ceases to be interesting because it's so specific and weird. I do sort of appreciate the fact that they, like, try to come up with, like, new major mechanics and, like, stay with them for a while. It's like a novel approach compared to so many of the other card games that's tried. Scratch damage full! I mean, I thought I was gonna just fully scratch him, but I literally got scratch damage full. So many rings! I actually downloaded a coin flip app, Cotillion. Did that sufficiently randomize things so that it felt like you were not always losing coin flips? This should be correct. Because I'm still on the first bridge.
It's not too late to run.
That's interesting. I didn't realize you knew, like, nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Neko. So I take it then that you never watched the anime? There's a lot of people who, like, didn't play the game, but, like, the anime was big enough that, like, there's people who just, like, watch the anime and know, like, some stuff from that. Which is really funny to me, because, like, I remember when the anime first came out in America, and it was like a Nutrigrain moment for me. One of my favorite commercials of all time, which you've probably heard me talk about or reference, is this old, like, Nutrigrain bar commercial. Where, like, basically a guy takes a bite of a Nutrigrain bar and it, like, changes his whole life. he just like decides he's gonna quit his job and like become his own boss and like just absolutely turn his life upside down because suddenly he understands everything. But like he has this moment where he just bites into it and he's like, "What? Oh yeah!" And then just like goes off the deep end. But like when the Yu-Gi-Oh anime first came out, that was my experience. I'm like, you're telling me I could watch a TV show about people playing preposterously high-stakes card games? That's everything that I want out of a TV show. Literally take my money. But I remember trying to like talk to people at school about it, and like a bunch of them gave me like a super hard time. Just being like, this is like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then like some of those same people like eventually got into it. But I remember like trying to like find someone who I could be like, isn't this amazing? And everyone was like, no. Hard no. And I was like, well, I'm still gonna watch it because it's the best. Now he says it's a one-way ticket down, but I noticed that the bullets were sending the dog airborne, which is sort of up. Do you care to comment on that, Shady Thug MG? Probably like this. Let's do the opposite of last time. I think Leanna's slightly better position. Fine Zephyr. Plenty. I'll be honest with you, I forgot that there was another time that we came here to Silver Canyon. But like, it's a lot easier than the first time. Have they even scaled the enemies? They might have increased the level, but I don't think they're like as difficult compared to our current level as they were to begin with. Well, if I'm being honest, I like really weird stuff categorically, at least compared to like most people's interest. So like a lot of the time when I try to like tell people about something amazing I found, like they don't care, which is like fair, but is like disappointing. So like I try not to make recommendations of things unless I like really strongly believe that a person has some interest in it, or like would have some interest or appreciation. I was saying earlier, I think it was before I started recording, I finally watched One Punch Man this week. And I've seen, there's only 2 seasons so far, right? Like I think they are working on season 3. But like I remember when One Punch Man came out and like a bunch of people were talking about it, and like without context I was like, yeah, I'm sure it's just like another anime. You know, there's a lot of anime that fall within a certain spectrum of ideas or what have you. And like nothing that anyone like described about it like made it seem like it was going to be something that like I really strongly cared about. And then when I watched it I was like, nope. Because this is the best. It's super good, and I love it. And I think Tech should watch it. And I'm saying that mostly so I remember to tell Tech to watch it. It helps that like 24 episodes exist, so he might actually have time to fit that in with his busy life of existing in the pandemic and also having a child. To blue! Whee! Have you watched season 2 Katoon? Katoon says he loved the show when it came out. And it's really good. It's like really, really good. The thing I love about One Punch Man is it's almost like a deconstruction of like all those like typical anime things that I sort of alluded to earlier of like, yeah, it's just another anime. It's an anime that does anime things. Because, like, it sort of acknowledges all those and then just, like, does bizarre, goofy stuff. Oh, you meant Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, I was so into Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, like, I don't know. I think it was last week I alluded to, like, being, like, some weird, emotionally, like, broken person who, like, doesn't feel positive emotions. Which is a thing I'm, like, only a little joking about, to be fair. But, like, usually, like, the things... Good grief. I don't want this at all. Don't freeze my... Don't do it. Don't.
You're hard to miss.
Usually the things that I, like, care about, I care very strongly about. Don't. I really do hate those gremlins. Really do. So, like, you know, Pokemon was something that I was, like, really into when it first came out. And obviously I still play Pokemon, but it's like the level of intensity is just, like, can't sustain forever. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is something like that. There's, like, a lot of things where just, like, if I bother to care about it, I care super hard about it. Somehow I got that. Hey, I got Spite Monger, a trophy for being spiteful. It might be for doing enough bonus shots, but I didn't actually think I was very close to that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, I don't love that whole Zephyr situation. I can kill it? No, I should have gone for a gauge break. Hey look, he resisted a status. I think he still has the status code on. Which should make that more expected than exciting, but here we are. Bullet focus. It's a stat that exists. I actually don't think I knew that, Katane, that you, like, were into... Did you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, I have 6 resonance points. I'm like, this triangle is terrible, but, like, 6 resonance points. I think I want to control Vacheron. This seems correct.
You gotta sit This is it.
Everybody jump.
That was your last.
I see you. Game over.
This guy gets crushed. When did that happen? Oh no, it's the bad triangle cops. They're after me. Played until the second expansion. Understood how to make decks was the only time in your life you've ever been able to say that about a TCG. It's pretty hard. I feel like in the very beginning, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, like, more forgiving than a lot of card games in that respect. Maybe it's just because, like, combat's relatively simple. It's like numbers and trap cards. This room shouldn't be as difficult because there aren't stupid snow gremlins. But yeah, I mean, especially now with, like, you know, Magic the Gathering is still... I don't really know the stats on it, but, like, I feel like it definitely, like, ranks with like most successful, most popular ongoing card games. But like, its most popular format is a casual format called Commander. And making Commander decks requires you to put together like a specific combination of like 100 cards from throughout its like 27-year history or whatever it is at this point. And let's just say there's a lot to consider there. Like I have a fondness for the art of that deck construction, but like by no means is that forgiving or accessible.
My bullets are a one-way ticket down.
You know, I'm still shocked that my friend Rogue, who was in chat on one of our previous visits to Silver Canyon, he doesn't seem to appreciate the boggers as an enemy or as a creature that exists. And I don't understand why.
I can read your every move.
They got like tiny T-Rex arms. They got like weirdly constructed saddles. I mean, like, what more could you be looking for out of a creature that lives on a snowy bridge on the way to apparently the only, like, confluence of medicine and wine in the sky town of Basel? And second bridge, right? So we're still going up? I feel like I just did green, but whatever.
What a waste of time. Even Leanne could handle this.
You only live once. The first enemy you underestimate could be your last.
Once bitten, twice shy. A lesson Zephyr could stand to learn.
I mean, just look at these guys. They got weird face masks. They got like a bedroll and a cannon.
Just a scratch.
They have like misshapen elephant hooves. Just like if you were trying to construct like the perfect animal, would it not be Bakura? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. If you were gonna make your own, like, let's say I open the Build a Chimera workshop, right? What sorts of animals do you start putting together? Very unusual use of geometry.
Take that line down. Oh, yeah! You picked a fight with
Rob from the weak. That's the law.
Do you like the triangle I created here? It was not my intention to use it, but it occurred to me that, like, I essentially just made a straight line that was only dispersed any amount by the balkers, like, punching me in the head. Oh no, the close blocker absorbed almost all that scratch damage. Quel dommage. Like, almost looked good. It was like close to having that work out just the way I intuitively wanted it to. I think this guy might be doomed.
Seen what it's like up there just once.
I'm actually not sure if my approach to this is like the most efficient thing. Like, I'm basically setting up surefire triangles that will make sure to clear everything left in the room. I could probably be a little bit more aggressive, but I feel like occasionally it would, like, leave me in an awkward spot. Alright, made it to here. Where am I going? Is it Chemist's Closet? I think that's right. Thing behind me? I need to level grind at some point anyway. Well, need is a strong word, but I expect to. could try to use a grenade here with Leanne, but I choose not to.
Too late. You want some of this? Too late for regret. Don't blink or you'll miss it.
I'm just gonna see if I can shoot him apart for fun.
Take that line
I don't
down.
quite think I can, but I might.
Yeah.
A little more damage than I expected per clip.
How about this? Lousy scum.
There we go. Hey, Leanne's almost
They bit
leveled
off more
up.
than they could chew.
Oh, she's like a snow gremlin away. All of a sudden, I'm like expecting there to be a boss here, but like this is our third trip here, so that's really not gonna happen. I mean, Chemist Closet is where we got the medicine before.
Keep your eyes peeled.
We just gotta deal with the snow gremlins. They're the worst. Snow gremlins are like practically the only thing in this area that poses a threat. I mean, Canon Colossus lives here, and that obviously didn't go super great for old Captain Vasco. But even like the Yeti's not terrible. It's like honestly, Snow Gremlin is like very concerning comparatively.
You know what hit you.
I think that's clear enough that I can do a run.
Shouldn't make fun.
Like, I could easily jump it, but I just want to get him airborne. Is sort of the plan. There we go, level up.
Every now and then.
Money and scrap.
Money and scram. I think I've been hearing a lot of that on this particular playthrough. I'm not sure why.
Too late.
Again, I wonder if there are, like, subtle,
About to be shorter.
like, differences in the way they applied voice lines in the remaster. 'Cause there's just some things that feel different.
Don't move a muscle.
My bullets are a one.
Wow. I just avoid taking a lot of that scratch damage, inexplicably. Oh, there's still a dog here. I thought Valker here was the last one.
Get a load of this. Here goes.
I guess he was living, like, in my blind spot.
You picked a fight with
Oh man, that was so cool. I love how that played out. Like, Zephyr's turn ended, and I got control of Leanne, like, just in time to snipe the last enemy. I want red, right? It feels weird, but, like, we had to come from white. Rarely take the opportunity to do that. Gesture of opening a box. Single medicine chest. A. If you take the medicine chest to... What's the one that deconstructs things? It's not the Tinkerer, or is it the Tinkerer? If you take it to that individual, how many individual medicines do you think you get? Emo run. I should save. I don't need to save. I'm gonna run because I just want to save now.
Guess we got careless.
Oh, and it's nighttime now. I'll just leave that. I don't think I care what time of day it is. But it didn't seem to be nighttime before, and it's definitely nighttime now. Most of these rooms are going to be easier on the way back, because the enemies are, like, positioned closer to this side, and I can take them out without dealing with walls and whatever. Yeah, I think I fully scratched that one. Oh no, a regular grenade! Just target the enemy. For goodness sake. Oh, I wanted that bonus shot, just for fun. I hope I kill him for something useful. Spoiler alert, no.
I'm getting there.
I got scratch damage full that I definitely didn't need at all. But it's fine to want. We had the dog airborne, so I didn't jump. I figured I could shoot through all the wings, and I did. Wow, I'm gonna shoot that dog like a lot. Well, that's interesting. Neko says, in regards to the Chimera question before, it mentions only that it should be at least part giraffe. I feel like that's a good pick. I feel like that's a good solid basis. Gotta get some height, you know? With all that verticality, you have like extra options for like Chimera parts. Right in the blind spot. Something really satisfying about like just handgun blasting through like 4 layers of limbs. I need blue. Sacre. Ugh, it's the double gremlin room. It's a bad room. I hate it here. Break his gauge. No one cares about the Balker. He'll do like 300 damage, and then I'll just ignore his existence. Come on, get the bonus shot. Bonus shoot him. Bonus shoot him. Oh no, it was like too dim. Oh man, so like I don't keep up with music much now that I don't listen to anything on the radio in the car or care about most things in the world. But I still subscribe to the Music Video Sins channel, and I think it was this week they covered the Rebecca Black Friday music video remix, which was done to celebrate I think it's the 10th anniversary of the song's initial release. And, you know, like, the song Friday gets a lot of crap for being, like, so terrible. But, like, in reality, it's just sort of, like, not great. Like, I never really particularly felt that song was, like, bad. It's, like, kind of catchy, and, like, other than that, it's just sort of mediocre. Which is, like, fine, I think. If you ever harbored a grudge against the original, you should listen to the new one. Because the new one will give you an appreciation for literally any other song ever produced. It's very, very bad, in my opinion. It's, oof. Especially the music video, like, is just like an actual nightmare. Whoa. That did, like, so much damage to the Bogger that I was not expecting with, like, 2 charge rings. Now, to yellow.
What a waste of time. Even Leanne could handle this.
You only live once. The first
I think this is
enemy
the same
you
voice line that triggered in this same room going the other direction.
Twice shy.
I don't know if that's deliberate. It's mildly interesting.
is better than you. You picked a fight.
I thought I still had to jump. Still, that was a pretty good run. I don't need to set up the triangle at this point. You could probably just fire off the one I had there, but, like... This is fine. I'm sure this is fine.
How about this?
I can reach your every move.
It's time to
You're going down.
Should have had Leanne jump. It would have saved me, like, a charge ring. He turned! I thought he was, like, perfectly positioned to, like, not take the scratch damage on his hat. And the other guy's, like, basically dead, so we can afford to, like, mess around with this guy all day.
Outnumber the stars.
nothing like death to make you alive. Eat some of this.
See what it's like up there.
Threats are passed.
Would it kill them to leave something?
Now we are done with second. Really, dog?
You're going down.
Woof arf. I don't know, there's a part of me that, like, feels like somehow or other Perfect Chimera needs to have, like, chameleon skin. It just feels like a really useful ability. I don't even know if, like, just... I mean, obviously we're making up, like, a weird genetic monster, so, like, talking about rules for how completely unnatural things work is ridiculous. But, like, I don't know if you could somehow still have that ability, and, like, the only, like, genetic element you take from the chameleon is, like, its skin. I don't know if it's more complicated.
Trouble now.
I'm not a scientist. I'm a humble video game pirate. Pirate who plays video games for the internet. Have seem okay with, like, for what environment? I mean, obviously that must have evolved, like, as a response to the giraffe's environment, but at the same time, like, it's weird. I guess it was the lamppost. And I, like, zoomed out. There's just, like, a glowing yellow bar up overhead, and I was like, from what?
Zephyr gets a hold of somebody.
South Bridge.
In and out, nice and easy.
I see.
Gun continues to sound just outrageously frightening. Sure. I mean, I could target the one that's close to me, or, you know, follow the video game logic. That's fine.
You're hard to miss. Too late for regrets.
Check out this guy. Hopefully it's blending well with other giraffes. So, like, so long as we have a crowd of giraffes, like, no one will ever notice one giraffe. I mean, isn't that just kind of true anyway? Like, you're not gonna pick one giraffe out of, like, a bunch of giraffes? I mean, even if you did, that's just giraffe profiling, and that's not cool. It's 2021. You shouldn't be giraffe profiling. Right in the back. Or directly on top of the head, I guess. So there's just a lot of uses for long neck. It could afford to be semi-aquatic, since it can swim while keeping its head above water. Right, but if it's a chimera, you could do, like, some sort of amphibian thing, potentially. I feel like you're trying to make a case for the giraffe just being the perfect animal, and I'm not gonna argue that. I just find that interesting. That the focus is entirely on the things about giraffe that are, like, ideal. I feel like you're some sort of giraffe salesperson. Is that a job? Someone check on Indeed. Are there jobs for a giraffe salesperson? I don't care. Sure.
I wish there was a more graceful.
Don't want to miss this.
That's the best you can
Now, from that battle I got quality meat and dog droppings. Do with that what you will. And whatever you decide to do, please don't tell me about it, because I don't really want to know what you do with that specific combination of items.
What a waste of time.
Oh good, it's like
Leanne
3
can handle
gremlins.
this.
You only live once. The first enemy you underestimate could be your last.
Once bitten, twice shy. A lesson Zephyr could stand to learn.
Oh, I thought I'd get that. Good, they're coming this way, which they are not particularly close to, so we shouldn't be in danger of being frozen in the short term.
Money and
Just
scrap.
shot. Which is like better?
Too slow. You don't want to miss this.
Too late for regret.
There.
I'm working.
I see right through you.
I feel like we're just like bullying this guy really hard. I think we got a really funny shot of Vashon just sort of drifting skyward a moment ago. I don't know if you saw that. It's like some sort of like no-clip error.
Take that. My house.
The last room's item drops containing comments. At least it wasn't quality meat / dog dropping. Yeah, but it's about as close as you can get without going over. I need a blue. Pretty sure. Pretty sure we're on South Bridge going south. Pretty sure.
It's not too late to run.
Oh good, it's another gremlin. That's not at all annoying. So the problem is like the exact spot I would want Zephyr to be is like here. But that's also like the worst spot to be in comparison to the gremlin. So we'll just have him do this and hope he gets enough charge rings, because it shouldn't take that many. And then we'll start positioning people to triangle on the other side of this wall. I think I'm good. It's closer than it should have been, I feel.
You shouldn't make fun. How's this?
And scrap.
I gotta say, the enemy knows how to take a bullet. You gotta admire that about a person. Not everyone could just take a bullet, like, directly to the spine and just, like, keep running and jumping as if gravity was a suggestion.
Some of this. Too late for regret.
Remember this.
Well, maybe it would have been wise to use an escape hex here, just because, like, the amount of time it takes to finish these isn't really commensurate with the amount of experience you get at this point, but we're basically done now, so this is just a mistake that we will live with, if even.
Miss this.
Pretty sure he just shouted darkness. Some, like, crazy doomsayer on a street corner someplace.
I see.
I won't take that.
Somehow I didn't get the bonus shot. Weird.
I hope it's something useful.
I think I have to actually return that to her. I don't think there's any, like,
He'll be dead
set
before we have a
encounters
chance to
or
regret it.
anything. Oh, fine, we'll just kill this.
This is it! The moment we've all been waiting for!
We were all waiting for this level 19 snow gremlin that will kill in 2 hero actions. Ready and go.
So long.
I don't think it was worth the wait. For whoever was waiting on that, I apologize.
I'm gonna kill the first one of you who looks me in the
Still
eye.
not close to an edge.
Swim in your own blood! Don't want to miss this!
Don't freeze my character, snow gremlin.
How's this? You picked a fight with
I removed all the outerwear from that particular dog. I feel like this triangle will do.
I'm working!
Keep this up.
Man, those ragdoll physics are real rough in HD. When Mantruck died, that was the best though. That got out of hand real quick. Making sure. Like I still. Yeah, report to. Okay. Just making sure is all. Simply just making sure. Nobody panic. Run, run, run.
It might not be the best, but I've made it this far.
I was eager
That was
to
close.
hug or something.
Couldn't have lasted much longer.
No worries, Demolition. Sorry it's been a rough week. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of there with you in the trenches. Like, your situation sounds worse, but I'm just truly miserable lately. Playing Command and Conquer Red Alert. It's number 3, huh? Is that... I know they did like the Command and Conquer like remaster stuff recently, but when did 3 come in? I remember playing 1 and 2 with my brother back in the day. I feel like 3 must have come out after that. But I don't think it was recent? 2007. Okay. I mean, the best part about the latest iteration of Mantruck Battle, other than the fact that in one attempt I managed to successfully remember the legitimate way to beat the Mantruck, was just like at the very end, like after we killed him, his body just went like hog wild, man. Like, look it up in the VOD, it's ridiculous. Oh, you're back already? You move fast, as always, darlings. Tee-hee. People wouldn't catch colds if they only maintained a well-balanced diet, don't you agree? Oh, don't get me started on this. Someone at my work this week was saying that he did not intend to get a COVID vaccine because he felt that correct diet and exercise would give you a sufficient immune system to not catch the virus. And I'm like, I never want to speak to you again. I don't ever want to speak to you again. In no way do I value your opinion anymore. Please leave. Achoo! Blooling? Look, I got a perfect aid. So good a perfect aid. It's perfect, in fact. Run. I feel like I could do like a Zephyr cosplay for some purpose, but like no one would get it. It's like a character whose like appearance I'm genuinely like, yeah, that's like a cool outfit. Like, I'm into that. But like, yeah, if I was to like go to like a Halloween party or something similar, it would just be like, and you are? And I think my response would just like loudly just be like, I like soda pop! And then like knock something out of someone's hand and run away. Either that or appear to be very tall to intimidate other partygoers. I always forget which of those is the correct thing to do when confronted with a party. Alright, so what else? Okay, let's go down to level 10 and get that mission. And is it both you appear to be large to intimidate them, but also knock something out of their hands as sort of like a show of strength? Is that right, Catanian? It says you've been living in a house that undergoes like relatively routine parties, or did in the past. You may have more experience than I do, in fact. It says, one time Koei cosplay as an obscure character from a series and no one knew who he was. The next year, the series had exploded in popularity and everyone was cosplaying as characters from it. That's annoying. I feel like I would be annoyed about that. Let's see. Look at all those exclamation marks.
Target, kill, repeat.
Wait, isn't that the thing I'm trying to activate right now? Is all those exclamation points? How much scratch damage can I do this way?
Look at it this way. At least you'll die together.
Slightly more than I thought? Oh, nice to meet you there, Miss Lagear. Just, wow, 1 second he was over there, and then I run and jump, and he is right here. Right here. Yeah, I mean, like, probably as far this way as I can get, more or less. Guess you should love to cosplay as Leanne from Resonance of Fate. Clothes would be a good investment. Yeah, I mean, they're just good clothes, right? I mean, like, she just dresses nice. I think I just... Oh no, this is regrettable. Alright, let's do... I took pretty much all the scratch damage I could do. Mildly interesting. There's really no way this works out that the triangle matters at all, is it? Lick your bones clean. Why? Why must they always do that? I feel like there's been like a 10,000% increase of that voice line in particular. Just kind of waiting for it to. How did I get a bezel for that? All right, now we're gonna position ourselves for the complete overkill 7-point tri-attack. Can I break his gauge like twice? No, none times. Got him.
I can reach your
That last shot broke his gauge.
Reload, Leanne.
Showed him what's for. So... yeah, so I guess I don't have to actually talk to this guy, huh? Alright, guess I'll go... do some remnants. Okay.
This could be interesting.
I might live to regret that decision to not save. Alright, our first attempt will just serve to see if I can figure out how much scratch damage I can expect to do to this thing, just generally speaking. If it goes poorly, well, we might have to start over. That wasn't good. Well, I was gonna joke that it'd be really funny if that stray last shot broke his gauge when the, like, 6 charges didn't, and then it just happened, so... that's cool, I guess. Let me break this guy's gauge, because I might need to, like, take all his limbs. Got a couple breaks there. I mean, that was, like, a lot of damage. I'm not gonna say that wasn't a lot of damage. Stun shot? I might be in trouble. Yeah, a little bit of trouble. I guess I should have just tried to triangle, but I felt like I wanted another resonance point to do that.
Stay on your toes.
So it seems like that particular shot that does like a whole health gauge worth of damage is like close range. So maybe if I just like don't get particularly close to him, then it works out. In relation to the box, something like this. I tried targeting this guy since the initial damage I did to the actual boss wasn't particularly
Bullets are a
noteworthy.
one-way ticket down.
Hold that thought.
I do love watching the Colossus enemies try to turn in place. It's very amusing. Alright, this looks like much more promising. Which is like partially because of the well-timed gauge breaks. Plural. Definitely plural. But also I think just because we killed that one enemy first. I don't know, the gauge breaks might actually be more important.
I see you. Time to die.
Bad. I'm gonna try and cross again. I think I lose a decent amount of value if I do that. I think I'm honestly better doing this. Something cathartic about the gauge filling up so rapidly. Oh yeah, there really is. There really is.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I mean the thing about a Leanne cosplay is it's just sort of like dressing nice and stylish, right? Like the guys have like kind of a style to them, but like Leanne is just sort of like, if you wore this, people would just think you were dressing well.
How about this?
Love all the gauge breaks, it's very amusing.
Too slow. Power. I want more.
Too late for regret.
I'm not stopping till it's over.
This'll be fun. Show you.
You want some of
I've broken a few of this guy's gauges.
this? Don't move a muscle.
Not bad. See where we get with this.
Quit wasting my time.
It was like way more scratch damage than I did at like any point during that try attack. I really just want to throw a grenade at this guy. That's like so much damage.
How does this one work again?
I should use these dog droppings on it, I'm sure. Yeah, I think this is actually the thing I'm doing. This 1-point triangle. It's very dumb.
Take that lying down.
I'm gonna blow you away.
Oh yeah!
Eat this.
How about this?
I just want that. I just want to break that body damage. Oh, you're killing me.
So long.
There we go. Oh,
Closer to Zephyr and Vacheron now.
just because, like, yeah, that was like 2 grenade levels, I think. It was very good. At this point, I'm just gonna not bother with the triangle and scratch him.
The moment you've all been waiting.
Scratch damage full. How absolutely unnecessary, thank you.
Who wants some more?
Oh yeah!
Got up really quickly. That could have gone badly.
I gotta get out of this rut.
That took 2 tries and I only made it look really difficult. So they all have one of these, huh?
Nose to the
So this is
grindstone.
just gonna take a bunch of time?
Getting sloppy.
Fair enough, I suppose. We don't even get to all that boring housekeeping I was looking forward to.
You're gonna swim in your own blood.
Yeah, scratch damage full.
I'm on a roll.
The question is, can we get several meaningful gauge breaks? Part of it, too, seems to be the way... Apparently, yes. Something about the way we position the characters this time causes them to get stuck in that box in the middle. As opposed to the first time, where, like, that didn't happen.
Take that lying
It's not as good as last time. I think we're, like, plenty fine.
Time to die.
I'm gonna try something. A little ambitious.
You want some of this?
Gauge break him.
Little something.
cutting it close, but... Alright, gauge break means we should be fine. Sets up, like, a better triangle than last time. Last time, I had to do some, like, cleanup work, because the big triangle I did, like, didn't actually accomplish as much as I wanted. Now we're down to 1 bezel, but he's stunned, so, like, we should be able to take him out with 7 resonance points, or at least get him close enough that it's, like, fine. I love how we've broken, like, all these gauges and none of them were his main health bars. Oh, I got the scratch damage full, so, like, yeah, we probably good damage.
It's never too late to change.
Now, I was gonna comment that he didn't ragdoll very much, but toward the end of his life there was a moment where he was flailing a little bit, and then just sort of phased into the ground, and I feel like that's close enough to count. Alright, well, I mean, I imagine we're getting pretty good overall experience, despite the fact that we're not, like, constantly leveling up against this guy. You just have to do all of these, and they're all the same? Like, so far there's been no variation at all. Just a little weird. Just do the thing. Yeah, last battle we got 2 separate scratch damage pulls, because we got one on the duelist toward the start as well. Mildly interesting. Level up. Improved our knockdown rate, a stat I really don't care about. We're doing some good gauge break work. Getting like 1 in these first 2 rounds is like pretty helpful, I think. By 2 rounds, I mean like first 2 rounds of handgun usage. And we keep managing better than that, which is good. Really funny to get scratch damage full at that point in the fight. I'm trying to do the same thing as last time, like more or less. Gauge break! Nice. I don't actually know if this plan falls apart if he, like, doesn't have his gauge broken there. I'm a little worried about how close we're gonna be to him, but he does start this action stunned. I mean, if we run it, if this line ends up running into him, we're pretty much hosed regardless, so we might as well just go for it full force. Gauge breaks might be making a difference. Nope. Alright, totally hosed. Retry. So I guess I needed the gauge break to happen earlier there, or just, like, be less ambitious. It worked well last time, and it ended up executing in almost the same fashion on the second attempt there. Try being a little bit more conservative this time. Find a bridge between the 2 options that we've tested thus far. It's just like, once you find out you have to do like 4 of this really time-consuming fight, you're like, how do I shortcut it as much as possible?
Sorry, looks like you still got some catching up to do. I'm sure it's about to be shorter.
Well, that time no gauge break, huh? That's just rude. That's rude, my dude. We got a gauge break. Still not totally sure how important that really is, but can't hurt. Well, that's how we managed to get like no damage through to the body. It's kind of annoying. Actually have like a ton of options here. I could do the 4-point triangle, but it was pretty disappointing the first time I tried it, which was like more or less this exact shape. Let's see what doing one more cross here does.
My fallen angels, forgotten lovers outnumber the stars in the sky. I see right through you.
Without the gauge break, it seems especially important to just go for this now, even though it's like not great. We can't let him get much closer. We saw how that worked out last time.
You're gonna swim in your own blood!
It'd be super cool if we could clear that like one limb in the front there. It's like blocking a lot of
I'm not dying today!
damage from going through.
There.
Okay. To give us like a little bit more flexibility to actually hit him.
I'm working!
Nothing yet.
Who do you think you're messing with?
This the spot!
You'll be sorry for that.
You want some of this?
Eat this!
There we
Yeah, see, it's kind of medium. If you get all the way up to 7, you like pretty much get to take him out. But if you don't do that, you struggle a little bit.
How about this? It's better than
You think I can really get away with this? I think we're gonna have to hope for the best here. Oh, come on, man! This is such garbage.
Time to die!
I got him anyway. Am I gonna fall for that? Just gonna jump over his limb and not bother trying to cross, because that like greatly increases my ability to die.
keeping up.
One more.
Can we not fight
Is
them?
this easier or harder?
Like this?
I'm gonna try the obvious thing, but I think that's a trap. The obvious thing here is a trap. Yeah, because it looks like if you let the scratch damage character move first in this small space, he goes right after them. And there's nothing to sort of stop him from going ham sandwich. Gauge break is interestingly timed. Normally I might try to like cross over by Zephyr so he can have like distance to cross, but I guess that doesn't even work on this side of the line, huh? The only realistic option I have is the subpar have Leanne cross and then cross again. And even at that, I just don't think that works the way I want it to. Not really. Oh, you know what? Let's have her cross over here. Maybe she'll have the latitude to, like, cross to make a line on the other side of the boss. And then Zephyr has an opportunity to not run directly into him. We'll see about that. My one times gauge break chance didn't get there. Shocked. So, we'll execute the thing I was trying to do, but I strongly suspect that if I do not immediately get a gauge break, then I will be in critical condition. Well, maybe not with all these bezels, but I'll be very least close. Like, problematically close.
You shouldn't make fun.
Okay.
There.
That's okay. It's not great, it's okay. So we've got 4 resonance points. I want Zephyr to be in the ants corner, I think? Which means that I have to go this way? I don't expect this to be very good.
How much more of this you want?
You picked a fight with the wall.
I see right through you.
He's not facing me, which is helpful. It'd be nice to get a scratch damage full, but that's asking for a lot. Okay. Stop him from moving, which is important, because I think he's like threatening to get in our business again.
Nothing like death to make you feel alive.
You want some of this?
Narrowly missed getting an extra shot from Vashron there. It's very close. Really just likes whoever's in that corner. Nobody puts Vacheron in a corner except me! Ow. Ow.
How's this?
Like, I can't bother trying to do triangles, because I really just need... Like, I can't cross that close to him. I'm already in, like, a slightly precarious situation. Maybe what I can do... Oh, come on! Oh, that sucks so much. All I needed to do was, like, have a second to just do a hero action past him, and I was, like, just about to do it. He, like, just barely got that shot off. Alright, so since it does in fact seem like the obvious thing to do is a trap, let's not do it, I guess. Let's see how that alternative plays out.
Is this the spot?
Who do you think you're messing
You're going down.
There's no gauge breaks at all this time. Just nothing. I still technically have Vacheron cross this way if I wanted to. Which I think I might, which also makes me want to cross closer to that corner. Which is a difficult thing to say.
I think you're enjoying this. Here.
I realize these additional enemies are technically here to help me, but like I'd rather just not have their animation happening. irritating me because I'm really sick of doing this one battle. I thought I could get this guy airborne. Which really isn't how guns work. And I got a gauge break, and he's not standing directly in my triangle. Not pass go. Perhaps collect $200, but only if you really have to. Let's see how it plays out. Break his gauge. Gauge. Yeah, the smaller room's definitely worse. In case there's still any question of it, the smaller room really sucks a lot. There's really no way this plays out the way I want it to at all.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
Well, okay.
A chance to hone my skills.
Oh god. So, what can we do instead? Try... It's probably something like this if I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try making a corner on like one side of the room instead of spanning the whole room. I feel like this is particularly good. Kidding me? Dude! I'm totally gonna bump this wall. It's gonna suck. Really tall enemies are really annoying. Because you can't, like, simply jump over them or whatever. Break again. Nobody cares about you, dude. The animation is just annoying. I could do this now, but don't I end up with the same problem I did last time? I just don't know how to get around it. Without that box in the middle, there's no obstacle to keep him in check. This is definitely the most annoying of the 4 rooms. And then, like, part of the problem, too, is just with his, like, massive size, like, if he just ever crosses your triangle in the middle of it, like, you can't do anything about it. He'll just stand there and everyone will run into him, and then it'll be doomsday. Appreciate him turning. I don't know what that does for me. But it's better than him just, like, trying to cross into my path. So now he wants to target Leanne. Is that a best case scenario? Maybe I want a weird, long, almost straight line triangle that I like normally specifically don't want but do to myself anyway.
I can read your every move. I see right through you.
Broken is gauged like a few times. So cross again to try and get 7 resonance points. And when I do so, I can target this guy, so I can take him out for extra bezels, which helps a little bit. Maybe? Like, he shouldn't be able to, like, interfere with this triangle, because it's, like, too localized. I don't know what that does for us long-term. Only one way to find out. Just keep breaking all his gauges, even if I can't see it. I just want to break all his gauges.
Something tells me this is just the beginning.
Really getting on my nerves.
Break every gauge he has. Oh, that's the stuff. Hostess! Alright, we're done with this miserable mission.
That was
It's like way longer than I wanted it to. Let's go save, because I hate it. Great. Good plan. Love it. Ugh, random encounter wise.
I'm not much for backing down from a fight.
This one's not super bad. We did this one before. And I would honestly appreciate it, if not for like a second. For the hottest of seconds.
Look at it this way. At least you'll die together.
I wish it was a little easier to articulate some of the strategy in this game. I feel like I often have like a very clear idea of why I'm trying to make like a minor like course correction to like my positioning or like the angle I'm setting up for a future triangle or something, and it's just like often very difficult to explain in a way that feels like it would be helpful to someone who cares. It does just really book it quick, huh? Several gauge breaks, please. 10% gauge break chance. That's pretty good. Or was that a multiplier? Forget how that tracks. Negligible scratch damage on secondary enemy. Doing a quick check there to see who was at a lower handgun level between the two and making a decision on who would attack. Yeah, I got a random energy hex. It's just what I always wanted. Alright, upstairs, please. Fantastic. Same one. And if we look at the mission map, we have rebel suppression upstairs. I think there's a job board here in Cranktown, although I think I went to the wrong half of town for that. Again, I don't think there's a lot of missions this chapter, but you always gotta check, unless you literally have memorized where they all are. I guess there's a pretty good compliment. Go talk to Pater's maid at Pater's former residence, and Stanley in Cranktown. Well, the bright side is I'm in Cranktown, so it's like I did it on purpose. Hi, Stanley. You see, there's a certain medicine I'd like to try my hand at formulating. Whatever chemicals I needed, I procured from Silver Canyon on the sly, but I ran into a wall. I'm short one ingredient. A beast's beard mushroom. The challenge of obtaining that is too much for me. Might you have one?
Hi.
Oh wait, what does he say? From, Matango Walker. They are around the Freud reference. I know a thing or two about them Freud remnants. I was just there for like a whole hour or something. Those are rough battles, man. They're not extremely difficult, but they're extremely tedious. Oh, okay. I mean, I got a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm just gonna go if that's cool. We already did this like twice today alone. Let's see, so I'm guessing that that's where the beard mushroom lives. Trying to hex relatively efficiently. Yeah, that's not bad. Brain was having a real hard time finding that solution. Well, it is enough for now, but we could, while we're here, just free up that space for later. Hey, a single escape hatch. An excellent prize. The random encounters are officially on my nerves now.
This isn't worth getting killed over.
Alright, so now I'm like right next to these. This little character. Interesting. Everyone's like very similarly leveled right now. No, wait. I don't need Lucky Charm, do I? Not really. What I kind of want to do... I think that this is a set encounter and one of these things drops the item he wants. I don't think it's an item you get, like, basically anywhere or want for anything else other than this mission. If I knew that was true, I might put on EXP Trainer on Zephyr just because, like, I kind of want to boost him as much as possible before the next chapter, but we'll see how that all plays out. For now, we'll just do some battles.
It's not too late to run. Lucky for you.
It's a lot of blockers. It's nothing. It's not. This encounter is nothing to balk at. Something. Run and jump. I'm a little 24. I'm not in a position to like really get multiple in one go. The damage rate's a little higher than, but I don't think that's like a massive problem. I don't think I want to run all the way to that edge, because I feel like that's how I get punched a lot. That might be a problem. just do like here. And run and jump. Maybe break this guy's gauge or something. He is big mean. He's big. Ow. I mean, this amount of damage really shouldn't be a problem. I want to cross as close to his effort as possible. I would like for him to run again before we try and move.
The only way to be sure.
It seems like having a rocket launched at you at basically point-blank range would hurt, but apparently not. Apparently not. Let's see if I can make this one. I just expected that to do more. Well, thanks for stopping by, Demolition. I hope you get some nice time to relax this weekend. Tomorrow's stream I plan on... Well, I want to, before I confirm the name of the game, I want to make sure I can get it running, even though I think it was only recently released, so it should be fine. But I'm planning on playing something like quite low stress and very humor-based from the impression I get of it. So that might be fun to tune in for if you have time. Totally understand if you don't. Either way, hope things pick up for you. Everything sucks. With that super slow charge. Feels like this is going to be another extremely time-consuming mission that I hadn't expected there to be so many of in this chapter. So we may just be doing this chapter all night and maybe don't even get to the end of it, which would be not great. I think I'm going to fire off this 6-point triangle just because I don't feel like continuing to make shapes. Yeah, I could like cross again with Vacheron, but that doesn't do very much. I don't think it's worth the effort. I think that's probably plenty. Apparently it was barely enough, but that's fine. Be plenty, and yet again it is not. Does it just have more health than I'm expecting? I feel like this won't work, and yet that one's fine, even though it's like completely across the map. Alright, what do I know about anything? Alright, I think we got there. I think this is the last one. Threat suppressed.
That wasn't so hard on us.
They dropped like a lot of stuff. I don't know if any of that's important, but they dropped a lot of like unique named crafting items. This one.
Weak but brave, I'll give him that.
That may be a problem. Might be a problem. If I'm patient, I could probably work around that either way. Question is, am I patient right now? The answer feels like a big ol' nope. In fact, it's been a really taxing stream. Mostly just because of the nature of these particular missions. But, like, man, it's been a long week and I'm, like, not thrilled to be in this position where I'm just grinding away at every possible thing. I don't... Yeah, just... break his gauge or something. I don't care.
Gotta be kidding.
I'm in there eventually. Wah. Ow. I mean, I think this is fine. Somehow that turned out all right. Curse explode. Got one or two bezels from that shot. Is he not gonna die? Probably don't need 7 resonance points, but I'm gonna make sure they're all good and dead by the time this triangle's over with. Something like this.
Lousy scum!
You want some of this?
Eat some of
Front limb's a little in my way.
That was your last mistake.
this! Time to die. I'm working here!
Who do you think you're
Alright, the remaining ones should be easier. Glad it targeted the really far away one just for good measure. Just in case there was any concern that this wouldn't be the most time-consuming possible version of itself.
Here goes.
Oh my god, that one limb is just the death.
Sorry
I wish it
about
gone.
Son of a...
How? Oh my god! I just want today to be over! This is no thing.
You want some of this?
Zephyr maybe sad.
That was your last mistake.
Which I suppose is appropriate. Because of the whole emo aesthetic.
You picked a fight.
But I'm like genuinely upset.
How about
Oh
this?
my god, wouldn't you just get the bonus shot? 7-point tri-tech's like way less good when it's just 2 handgunners, let me tell you. Cool, that was fun, I guess. Why not?
You should make fun. How's this?
Oh no, like 300 damage. Whatever will I do? I wonder what this game would be like if any of the enemies had a reasonable turning radius.
Aren't you the belle of the ball?
I'm just gonna kill him. I don't want a triangle. I don't want to wait for those charge rings.
I like it when they keep me guessing.
I like it when they take less than 17 turns to die. Save the middle-ish one.
They'll be dead before they have a chance to regret it.
This time I won't land on top of the wall and cause my own sadness.
I'm working here!
I mean, my spelling for Balker, I'm pretty sure has always consistently been walk with a B. Could go back and check the old episodes, but I'm pretty sure that has always been consistent.
Better than
Yeah, it like seems intuitive somehow, right?
lousy scum.
Haha! Missed! Fired, and then I missed. by something like this, and like, I really don't want to break that one's gauge. I guess I'll just target the same one.
My fallen others outnumber this time.
I've broken his gauge several times.
Trouble now.
There once was gauge and now is only dust.
Here goes.
Did that not come close to filling his gauge? It's just rude. That's just rude. Ow. Also rude. Alright, something really stupid's about to happen. I don't know, something about my approach this time ended up making this triangle weird, so I'm gonna have to like cross with Vacheron and then cross again, probably. But it's gonna look really stupid.
I can read your every move.
Hey, I got his backpack. The nice thing about this triangle is that it goes
Want some of this?
like directly by basically all of the Valkyrs here, rocket feet. So like we should be able to kill them a little more easily. Also, we have 7 resonance points again, and the triangle's a little wider, so hopefully we don't stand on top of each other for literally no reason at all. That'd be nice. But as has been a theme, let's see how it plays out.
That was your last.
I'm not dying.
Not gonna scratch him? Okay, that won't. Anytime I think it won't, it will, and vice versa. It's been a very perplexing series of battles today. Man, she really shoved that rocket foot by running into him.
You gotta sit back and
You guys sure have like a lot of bezels to offer.
Time to
2 shots to the head. That's the only
Yeah, but there's one left.
Not bad for a
I mean, there's
challenge.
like one encounter left. There it is. I don't think I want to eat that. I'm just saying. I could try to just lead a assault, but he's level 74. I'm not feeling particularly optimistic after all of the things that have occurred on this stream. So, I mean, maybe he'll prove to do too much damage to not focus on him. But historically, you don't target the boss directly unless you can take him out really easily. Then again, he did like 1,000,000 damage to Vasco.
Miss. You want some of this?
So we're gonna do an extremely emergency positioning tactic. Something like this. Coming back from this. Shoot Rocket Foot apart from this health tool. Think yes? Looks like yes. It's quite the trumpet for a creature that doesn't have a trunk. I got too zealous. How did he manage that? How did he do that? How did he get there? Is he so fast? I mean, he starts like 10 feet away from me to start with, which is like super ridiculously annoying. Just out of curiosity, what's this
I don't want to miss this.
look? It's not too dissimilar from what I expected. Don't love the look of this. You really can't let him like anywhere near me. I'm assuming getting him airborne's easier, but I guess it's not. Maybe I can gauge break him with Vashron's better gauge break gun.
Coming back from this.
Coming back from this.
Kick your bones.
They have electro grenades? This is the worst. This is the worst. This is the worst thing. This fight sucks on such a profound and hurtful level. I guess we have to go left. Is my scratch damage full, huh?
Coming back from this.
I guess he is targeting Vashron. I thought for some reason he was targeting Leanne, which meant I'd have to move her, which would seem to make moving off to the right better. This time I got him airborne relatively easily.
Coming back from this.
I just hate you so much. I just really, really hate you a lot. Like a lot. Like I really hate you a lot.
Oh, yeah! I hope it's something useful.
At least he's still targeting Leanne. That's mildly helpful. Seems like he does. He has like trash cans for back months. Hey, I found that scratch damage full that I wanted earlier.
Kick your bones clean.
I'm really tempted to use grenades again.
How does this one work again?
It didn't really work, but I got my
Zephyr
mushroom.
gets a hold of somebody, there's no saving him.
Okay. What else do I need to do? Talk to Pater, Rebel Suppression on level 6? Whatever Pater topic this is. I think that's 6.
Hit the target, kill, repeat.
They'll never know what hit them.
I'm just very tired, is all.
We'll see who has the last laugh.
I could keep killing them, or I could put on that equipment that'll make my life more difficult. Neither one seems great, so I'm gonna try to run when I can. Stanley, my man! Here's your thing. Oh, you really got one? Good job! What am I gonna make with this? I don't like it when people pry. Ooh, I got first aid times don't care at all. Maybe I could stop in at the guild to see if there are any other extremely tedious encounter-based missions. The Rebel Suppression will be a third instance of that for just this chapter. And then I honestly don't remember what the Pater mission is. I might have to go back to Patertopolis, which would mean, like, doing another, like, sub-dungeon. Which would actually make this an extremely long chapter, relatively speaking. think I would like to see Peter's made first. Oh, Sancho's so hard. The screen went to black and I'm like, oh, what am I doing? This isn't much better. Just making an effort. I mostly want to see Peter's made first just because I don't immediately want to do more encounters. Like a break for like 45 seconds or however long this will actually take in reality. Peter's made.
Hi.
Oh my goodness! I'm so blessed to see you here. When Cardinal Pater went with Miss Leanne on his dream date... I'm sorry. When they went on the tour of Patertopolis, there was a gift he couldn't confer. That gift should still be in Patertopolis. Please find it and accept it. That's what this mission is. Alright, well we are going to Patertopolis. Sadness music. At this point, let's just see if we can finish chapter 10 tonight. I feel like we might be cutting it kind of close, but it's plausible. Look at this terrible hex job I've done on this floor. I want to fix it now, but I also don't want to fix it now. I think we should do these first. Yeah, I got a bezel shard. Neat. So this is just a rebel suppression, so it's like a bunch of shady thugs. Alright, fair enough, I guess.
Find a deadlier spot in all of Basel. Off from the weak. That's the law around here.
These don't have electro grenades. Okay. If they had electro grenades, I think I would just quit my life. Well, I got his hat. You really don't like Vacheron, huh? Okay, well that's good to know, I suppose. Let's go somewhere like here. Keep whittling down this guy, I guess. A bonus shot would probably get him close to death, but I don't think we're getting there. Oh, look at that! That's not quite as much damage as I expected from him. Thought I broke his gauge a few times. It might help.
Money and scrap.
Money and scrap. These guys are low enough level I should be able to... Oh, I see. The fat gangsters are... Or the chunky gangsters are high enough level that I don't get to, like, fully scratch two of them. That's sort of where we're at, huh? The targeting.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, got his hat.
You're going down.
We keep picking on this one guy with Vacheron. See if I can just shoot him apart. slowly but surely. Don't you think I want to do this and then have Vacheron cross such that he can, like, scratch multiple characters? Actually, maybe I don't even need to do that. Just position this way and then do the triangle with 7 points. That's probably good enough. One down. Got all his hats. I don't need them, but I got them. All of them. That's why they call me the Hat Man. Alright. 138. Dead gangster. Ooh, it's definitely not close enough for that to have the desired result. Target someone I'm remotely close to. Oh my goodness. He was just intent on making me upset. The level 38 ones take a little more focus, but this one's down. And it's mostly... Oh, I think we're only low-level guys now. Okay, great.
Class act, start to finish.
Got so many fabric scraps and nonsense garbage, and like pocket lint. What do I need to combine my pocket lint with in order to, like,
Both ways.
improve my machine gun?
Hey,
Does anyone know?
don't you?
That's the same result as last time.
And scrap.
No.
Your money and scrap.
I think literally if you changed this encounter in exactly one way by giving them electro grenades, I would just hate it. Like, it would just, like, cease to be remotely interesting. It would just be a bad time. No gauge break. There's quite a lot of enemies here.
For a second, you're winning this.
Never gets old. Let's see how pretty you dance.
Let's see how well you dance. Maybe one of the top 4 waltzists in Vienna.
I want you to bleed. I want you to bleed.
Yeah, the chunky gangsters make really upset noises. Like you somehow simultaneously punched every organ in their body. Either that or, like, they got something caught in their throat while doing an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I really can't break anyone's gauge in this room. Alright, let's go. See how it goes.
Straight to hell.
You want some of this? You gotta be kidding.
I see you.
Lim?
You picked a fight with the wrong girl.
You want some more?
Oh, I really wanted that particular bonus shot very badly. Somehow we scratched that guy extremely quickly. The auto-targeting system is especially confused in this room. There's so many gangsters. Why don't I just completely randomly choose one? I'll definitely put an emphasis on one that isn't close to any of your characters.
Quit wasting my time.
Interesting. So this time I had Zephyr focus on trying to scratch the higher level enemies. I kind of feel like there were more of them this time around. But in so doing, it's a lot harder to try and just like clear all the remaining enemies once I got to the same 7-point triangle. These guys are both fairly close to dead.
Now we're talking. You picked a fight with the wrong girl. You're going down. How about this? There. Oh yeah!
Time to die.
Scratch damage full, very helpful.
See how pretty you dance.
Don't you?
Definitely, again, to make sure never to target an enemy that's like remotely close to me. I guess they were kind of similarly far apart, but one of them is one I might have been able to kill, so definitely had to deprioritize that one in whatever the algorithm looks like. I think this is fine. 3 points with this many guys left. Please scratch him. Okay.
That is better than you
And
deserve.
the last one's like basically already dead, so it's fine.
I wish I could have seen what it's like up
It'll get easier, right?
Definitely collecting an assortment of random energy hexes. I don't know if that helps at all. Well,
These into submission.
there's so much grind in this chapter that I don't really remember any one particular chapter just being full of nothing but grind. But yeah, I mean we're here now. That's not even gonna bother like targeting a second one. It never does anything useful anyway.
Don't move!
Yep, just definitely feeling the burn of being awake. Also didn't sleep particularly well last night because of those aforementioned nightmares. You know, I got a lot going for me is really what I'm trying to emphasize lately on stream, I think. It's like, man, aren't I fortunate? And the sad thing is, like, yeah, the answer's kind of yeah.
Rob from the weak. That's
It's a lot of non-electric grenades.
There we go.
Vashron's not having, like, the best day either. About 3 people targeting Vashron. How many of them I can, like, juggle? I guess I can try to break his gauge. Targeting system did not help out a ton. Okay, probably. What's the order that has Vashron following Zephyr? Okay, this seems fine. Start here. The end was the 1-2 shoot second. Never really can figure out when someone's going to take the action immediately after the character you're in control of in the try attack. Keep, like, not quite fully scratching enemies is very annoying. So then I have to spend, like, a whole extra, like, part of a turn dealing with that. It seems like it's going a lot better in the previous one. I'm not exactly sure why. I feel like I've done anything, like, remarkably different or anything? Yeah, they really don't like it when you shoot them a bunch with a machine gun. It's super weird. I'll give him that one. That time there was an enemy right next to me, and it wanted to target that one, even though it wasn't the enemy I wanted to target for specific reasons. Like that, just seemed fair. I mean, it's probably sounded like I was kidding before, but I am genuinely glad that I'm getting, like, random energy hexes from these guys. I feel like I've been low on them because I've been, like, hexing as I go instead of just, like, doing one enormous hexisode, which we'll probably still do one relatively soon.
I hope you put up a better fight than the last one.
Oh boy! So excited for another identical group of Shader Dogs. Completely demolish. Hooray.
Rob from the weak. That's the law around here.
There's a whole lot of them targeting Vashron by default. It does explain how he keeps ending up with much more damage on him than, like, all of the other enemies, or all the other characters. I got like 20 scratch damage on it.
And scrap.
I really thought I would get this. There we go. It's not particularly good, but we got it.
You're going down.
Got a sense of pride and accomplishment from that.
That's right. Money and scraps.
Most of my characters are reasonably close to leveling up right now. I find that mildly interesting. Oh man, jeez. I'm just so tired, man.
How much more of this you want?
Never gets old.
Tough, don't you?
Hard but no.
Why don't I have any resonance points? I don't understand. Oh god, I don't understand. I don't at all. That's really annoying because I should have like 7 resonance points. Because that was the whole point of repositioning Zephyr instead of just having them cross back and forth. If the crossing back and forth is to build the resonance points and then do the triangle. I don't know, man. I'm so tired. Like, I can't even... Like, I feel like if I had just, like, gone offline, I would have noticed. But I guess not. I have no idea. I don't have any clue at all. It's gonna make this take even longer, so that's great. It's not a good time.
Second, you're winning this.
Here we go. What an absolute mess. What a terrible, miserable time. Alright. Alright.
That's right.
Still so many guys left. Oh my god. Seriously?
Money and scraps. Come on. This.
I won't take that.
Quit wasting my time.
Nothing useful.
I'd love to get that hat off. It seems to be blocking Zephyr from doing anything. Might be fine now.
My house.
I see right through you.
You want some more?
Time for time again.
You can't fight.
Don't move a muscle.
How's this?
Yeah, look at this one. victory bonus shot.
Straight to the...
I think it's just like one big guy who's like half dead.
Who do you think
I think I got him.
Too slow.
Let's see how pretty you dance.
You're going down.
My man.
What's it like beyond this world?
Oh no. Not elevator. The save point next to the elevator. Why are you like this? I'm gonna give this a try and regret it immediately. Good as a poison gremlin. It's so exciting. Not messing around with poison gremlin even a little bit.
Oh yeah! How about this?
Safety Dwellers can dwell if he wants to. He can leave his friends behind.
Too slow.
That's about where I figured I'd be. 4 points, I think we can handle this.
So long.
Alright, we got it.
I hope it's something useful.
I don't really know how long I expect most of these encounters
Let's
to go.
get this over with.
Oh, it's Mad Goliath. Well, I'm gonna say that's not a great sign. You don't remember what color we went through last time? Maybe we should take the opposite one this time. Does Mad Goliath do poison damage? I want to say no. But I think that's just because I want to say no. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, move with someone else first? Not my machine gunner?
You're going down.
Not exactly sure what triangle I'm setting up here, but that's not promising.
That was your last.
I like that he's not particularly inclined to move. Alright, I think I know what I'm doing now.
Making me look bad.
Don't actually know if this will work out. I might be like a bezel shard short of this strategy doing what I want it to do.
I see.
I want some part of his body to be fully stretched, which we did not succeed in. Oh, look at that! He does poison damage. Well, I hated you. Oh, that in and of itself is almost enough to make me want to just, like, completely save this for next week, but I'm gonna give this a few tries.
I've made it this far.
I sort of took an aimless path to start with and wasn't sure about the poison damage. Now that I'm sure about the poison damage, I feel like I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do differently, but it's something. I'm supposed to do something differently. Really grasping at straws here. I'm not exactly sure what to do. The placement of the walls is really weird, and my brain's working at like 4% right now, so like, I gotta tell you, I don't got a lot to give here. So like, I'm kind of planning on having like Ashron cross, and then Zephyr cross, and then Zephyr cross back or something. I want him to go here so I could technically have a triangle like jutting out over this way. Gauge break, huh? That would have been super nice! Oh, just... Oh. Oh my god, scratch damage full, and I couldn't get a single shot on the body, and I'm very upset about it. Alright, let's, I mean, give it a shot, I guess. Scratch charge rolled twice against this guy. So I gotta say, it was only some point during this playthrough that I had even considered the possibility of using the healing items. Like, at this point, when the battle is done. I think I can do that, right? Perfect Aid literally the only thing that heals direct damage? I thought there was like some other thing that like healed a very small amount or something. Alright, I mean I guess I'll use one of these. I almost certainly won't use them for any other thing.
You're still on the clock.
Just make sure we don't use that improperly. I feel like we used magenta last time. Let's go cyan. So we got some spider tanks and... Well, if Mad Goliath did poison, I'm gonna guess Mad Yeti does too. This is level 57. Let's try something like this.
Too slow.
That's why I moved directly behind the box. So he seems to be coming around this way, so I think I'm fine moving Vashron a little more like, further beyond the box from where I'm standing. Maybe I can break his gauge. I don't think I need to do anything in particular to the others.
My fallen enemies and the Gaunt's brothers outnumber the Spartans.
Eventually got one. I think it's time. I feel like I'm really close to having something that makes sense here. Like, I can have Leanne cross and make a wide triangle, but I have 4 resonance points and Zephyr clipped the box because I had to hide him there so he didn't get hit by that first poison blast. I can't really do anything with Zephyr because he'll just be in a corner. It'll be awful. And then if I do that, like, Leanne has to, like, go into the corner to keep doing anything. I mean, I can sort of have Leanne go, like, here, which I feel like is my best bet. Land it just right, the Yeti can't, like, directly come after her, and then, like, maybe I can have Zephyr, like, form a wider triangle, and then, like, take out the Yeti? At best, this feels ambitious. It's, like, it's not a very good triangle, we'll say. Also not 1000% sure I don't hit the box here. We'll find out. I mean, I would really, really, really like to move with Vacheron and break the Yeti's gauge. Can I do that? It's a gamble. Like, I can't guarantee that I can do it. But if I do it, it's, like, really good. I'm gonna try it. Because he has the better gauge break going. So I have, like, a shot. Okay.
I see right through you.
Man, it's way closer to that box than I want her to be. Hope kills him. Okay, good. So, like, now, even if we, like, hit the box and ruin the end of the triangle, like, we're fine. This thing's got some health to him. Although, that one also had a bunch of things that soaked up damage.
Someone's due for a little clobbering.
Someone's due for one petite clock. Alright, we took no poison damage. Still have, like, 1,000 wounds. And I took some scratch damage. Just for fun, I guess.
This shouldn't take long.
Okay, so that's the main difference here, huh? Is where you end up on this one? I did not remember that. It does seem like Magenta's generally better. You have more access to the walls, and are just better protected. But, we'll make the most of it. It's not a Mad Plow. Not Mad Plug. I think this is what I want. I think I want to target the one that's close to us and, like, hide behind that box. We don't want to be, like, a little farther from the box. We don't want to be very far from the box, because then it defeats the purpose of being near the box, which is to not have missile plug fire infinite missiles at you. Interesting. This ain't gonna work, but I'm gonna try to gauge break the big boy. Uh-huh. Okay, that was moderately successful. That did, like, an approximation of what was intended. Not sure what to do here, though. I, like, did exactly what I wanted to, and it turns out it just wasn't very good. That helped. Can you really shoot him from there? It's kind of surprising. Well, Ian has the most health to spare. So maybe I'll move her out in the open and try to set up a better triangle there. Making really strange moves left and right here. Trying to stay out of direct line of sight for your boy Missile Flug. Let's do this. That did not really have the desired result. But we're down to one bezel, so it's hero time. Let's do... to switch to Zephyr first, but like, my brain is so fried, like, missing like minor control cues. Thankfully, not dealing with like infinite health here. It seems like we're already making a decent sized dent in it. I mean, that's not how it's supposed to go. I think we've decreased to the killing power of the Flug sufficiently. Just hate basically every decision I've made, despite constantly feeling like I'm doing about as well as I can do. Which is also sort of a microcosm for just life in general, if I'm being honest. How's this triangle looking? Super good? Alright. Right side is now we just have like one enemy who's not really threatening, so we should be able to just like clean up. I think we got him. Might have got him. Yeah, we got him. That's the second time I've managed to do that in 2 consecutive rooms.
Enemies this dumb don't know what they're in for.
Okay.
Lucky bastards.
So this is the Goblin's room. Is there... There's not a boss at the end, right? This chapter's kind of brutal in that it has you, like, fully run through 2 dungeons. Even though they're not, like, the longest dungeons in the game, like, that's kind of a lot. know why he was like instantly inclined for like a bonus shot, but I accept. Come on, airborne. There it is. This ought to do it, I think. Try that. Oh no? Alright, he's good. Then we got the whole rest of the tri-attack for this guy. So the next room originally was a boss room. Right. What's there now? Nothing, I guess. Just making sure. Do our little sweep on the catwalk. No, it's actually really important that we have Leanne open this box. Everybody ready? It's a good prize. Bundle of Love Me, ×1. Oh, and you can even... it's the bench. Oh, he had it in a shiny gold box right by here. That's very sweet. I'm gonna use a single escape hex because the very act of staying awake is slowly killing me, and I have 24 of them, and I really just don't want to deal with any poison enemies right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, poison enemies on top of the whole rest of this day just felt a little mean-spirited, frankly. So let's save. We didn't actually... I don't believe we sustained permanent damage. So I think... oh, I do have to turn it back into her, which is weird, because she already said that we should keep it, right? Let's track of where I was. So I'm very, very tired. You know that type of tired where, like, you're technically still awake, and you don't really want to be asleep, but, like, you feel like every cell in your body? Yeah. Yeah. But how about I lick my bones clean? I don't know if that helps, Katsuya, but I appreciate you looking out for solutions. Hey, Pater's maid.
Hello?
Did you find the gift left behind? Oh my, what a lovely t-shirt! And the iron-on text on the chest. It's a message from Cardinal Pater to Miss Leanne. Oh, please do wear it. The shirt is called, parentheses, Victory, Pater. Alright, well, we're definitely not ending stream until we go put that on. The whole reason I made that push is so that we could end the stream wearing the shirt. So we're gonna do that. It's a very good shirt. In HD, it's a lot easier to see that it has polka dots on it, which is interesting. It's not what I would assume. So let's go to... I guess I could do it at Sweet Home. For some reason, my consciousness-addled brain is, like, making things difficult. Now, I love Leanne's outerwear look, but, like, obviously, I mean... Leanne's shirt, yeah, fine, whatever. Or... Where's my zoom? Where's my zoom? Left stick. And then, like... like right stick. It's good. Love me. What else do we have here? We have one skirt, obviously the BFF. With one belt. We got some shoe options. Oh, shine is very flash. Smoothie? No, I feel like this goes with the gaudiness of the Love Me. And then like spraying olive? Yeah, that sure is olive, huh? Change her eye color. We also have gloves. No, the blonde, while it doesn't match like the gold tones of the boot, they're also like sparkly. And for some reason, I guess we hadn't saved BFF to casual wear yet, but there was a point earlier on where it definitely like unequipped BFF from our outerwear, and I don't know why. Well, unless I miss my guess, I think I know who we would pilot for the next chapter. Oh, hang on. I need my like $3 US. $4 US! Never disappointed. What I should probably do is go buy the stupid guild and just make sure. I think we're good. I think we did everything. I don't actually remember if we. I guess we saw the chapter cutscene because we had to go back and get Zephyr. Oof, good grief. Yeah, I'll go save it Sweet Home, and then I can zoom in on the polka dots again if you want, Neko. I don't know where one even finds, like... oh, hey, we Hunter leveled up.
What's that?
Flameproof suit and multi-8R dash S. So yeah, we shouldn't need to do a cutscene. We have the option to advance. Here I can do it. I mean, like, the thing about the polka dots is that they're, like, subtle. And in the SD, like, they blend right in. They're almost, like, lime green. I wonder how Leanne would react if she was given this shirt. Also, the material of this shirt looks like it looks like a baseball shirt made out of leather. And I can't tell you exactly why, but that idea makes me really, really upset. Like, really, really upset. That just seems, like, super wrong somehow. And we did it. I mean, we completed Chapter 10, which was, like, the primary goal, but, like... Oh, man, I sure thought that wasn't going to take so long. And it did. It took very long instead. Oh, I'm so tired. Ugh. Well, we got, like, a bunch of random hexes from those rebels, and, I mean, we got this shirt. Shirt's a good prize. You know, long sleeve leather shirt touching skin sounds pretty rough, right? I mean, like, the idea of just, like, even, like, a short sleeve t-shirt made out of leather is upsetting to me somehow. I kind of like Leanne's sparkle boots. I don't normally care about these things, but, yeah. did get the best shirt in the game. I mean, one of the only problems with this game is like I love being able to customize characters, and I love that it renders on the overworld and stuff when you're walking around. But I mean, especially for Leanne, who has like the best collection of options, generally speaking, she also just has like clearly some of the best options that can't be outclassed by any other decision. I'm glad to hear that your soup turned out well, Neko. It sounded like you put a lot of work into it, so I'm glad that it did not disappoint. Yeah, there's one final order of business. Please, for the love of all this good, try to find Secret Squirtle. He's hiding somewhere on the couch. If you can see a Squirtle, it's not a secret. It's basically the only rule. He's hiding somewhere. Can you find him? I'm so tired. Yeah, I mean, Love Me Shirt and BFF are just so good. I think it would bother me a little bit less too if there were like similarly good options for Zephyr and Vacheron. There's some way that you can get the reindeer costume, right? For Zephyr specifically, I want to say. How do you do that? I don't remember. I can't remember the last time I ate human food, Neko. I don't know what that even means. Is it just after the Christmas chap? Yeah, like, I kind of feel like it's some weird endgame thing. Like Neverland or, like, I don't even know. I don't think it's as straightforward as the BFF, but maybe it is and I just don't know where to look for it. I'm pretty sure that's possible. I've never done it that I can remember. It would be nice if we could get that and then, like, just reindeer our way around. Oh, God. Okay, let's take a look. Oh my God. I hate my hair and being awake and everything equally. Okay. Alright. Quiet night chats are not as many guests as we occasionally get. One guest behind Brachiosaurus, the Stegosaurus, but it's just a couple of my tiny itty bitty friends, Miss Eeyore and Groot. Some guest under Meloetta. Maybe if I move Hollow Knight, you can sort of see just propped up on Eevee's tail, no tricks there. In fact, the location of Secret Squirtle this season is behind Brown Bear. I tried to set it up so that if I pulled him away dramatically, you would just see the Squirtle. Behold, Squirtle! It kind of works. It didn't not work. I just don't have enough energy to make that seem as exciting. That'll do it for the stream because I don't think I can be even a little bit productive for even like an additional minute. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the ongoing excursions in Resonance of Fate. I really struggled to find a word there. Being alive is very, very difficult. We'll be back with another Resonance of Friday next week, but I wanted to start mixing things up a little bit. I know that there's sort of a different crowd for Resonance of Fate. Some people are very, very into it. Some people literally can't comprehend it because it's like the most esoteric RPG system that might possibly exist. So tomorrow we'll be picking up with an adventure game. I bought a bunch of them on a sale recently. I think I've talked about it a little bit. Now my nose is bothering me in addition to all the other things in the world. I'm very excited about it. I'll go ahead and say the one that I want to get working is called Jenny Leclue Detective, which I don't know if it's like specifically a kid's game. It seems like sort of kid friendly. It's about like a girl who is a detective, but it seems like it's got a very sarcastic sense of humor that I think will be fun. But yeah, I have to test to make sure I can actually get it working because I haven't done that yet. But that's the thing I want to get working. One way or another, we'll find something to do. Resonance of Fate will be back next Friday. keep playing it until we do a finished playthrough on the HD, which we still haven't technically done between myself or Tech. But yeah, I think that covers just about everything. Everybody continue to stay safe and make good decisions and not resemble any person that I interact with for work purposes against my will. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. I appreciate you stopping by or watching in the future if you couldn't make it live. I see you. I like your shirt. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Vasco the Gamer signing off for this Friday, and now this Friday is over. Goodbye.